Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Oh, it's so nice to have...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's got an open man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Mason. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump you.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for them.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Drones. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Mason. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
They've moved it into scoring territory. First and 10 from the 11. Zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Marshall's offense will take the field for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Marshall will be forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hokies!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Nice job there by the QB on the center group because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Hands it off. Shakes off the defender. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now he's looking to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive, maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking for a man. It's Drones. Pulls it in. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
The offense set for a first down play. Welcome everyone to Lane Stadium, birthplace of Beamer Ball, where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. And the Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Complete downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a...
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And they strike first. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He's got great speed, got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking for a crease. It's Turner.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's looking deep. And he intercepts it. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Drones. Steps away. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second and very short here for the offense. The Hokies get enough for the first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Makes the catch, it's Green. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time.
The coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. On the run, it's Turner. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to... Good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking to pass. It's Braxton. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There was just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's going to pass. Good timing on the quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They keep attacking through the air, using the quick game. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mason.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy.
Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They took it 68 yards on that drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Conway. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Got his man on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Marshall quick to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Montgomery. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. Got his man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Mays. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and he's going to let one fly down the middle. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Oh, picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Some misdirection with the counter. Makes one man miss. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Trying to get to it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking for room. It's Turner. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On second down, just keeps firing. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. It's Mason. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Fitzgerald. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Getting some heat. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team has put everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Second down coming up.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we are just about ready to go in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. The kickoff team, everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Yeah, what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking for space, it's Turner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Marshall quick to the line. He'll do it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught over the middle. It's Mason. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
To the air, it's Drones. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, he keeps making more of those. Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
16. Return goes out of bounds.
Marshall takes over the ball. Offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. To the air, it's Drones. Zings it complete to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups. And this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Got it in the middle, it's Mason. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
It'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The back goes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Conway. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Keep it on the ground. Twist his way through. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Marshall quick to the line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
That's caught. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Release to the back. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
On the play. 2nd down.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.